Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to the second part of SLP update for today. And we were talking about yesterday's big retracement for SLP to actually go down to the 226. Now my take was coming to the 227, but we've already lost the golden ratio. Now that's an issue, okay? That's an issue. You don't wanna lose the golden ratio, and you're also losing this, falling wedge to the downside. Now there's one thing that we often forget when it comes to trading any altcoins in particular, and that's gonna be Bitcoin. Okay, so looking at Bitcoin is really important, guys. I do have a update today on the channel as well. If you actually don't watch Bitcoin updates, do go and watch the Bitcoin update every single day. And today what I was talking about is that, yesterday I was talking about how Bitcoin can go to the upside, make a fake out, come to the downside. And if you start to come here, you lose this level, which is 44,200. It's very clearly mentioned. Then you're potentially putting in what? A descending triangle. Do you see that? So basically half of the story to trade SLP as well is to trade Bitcoin. So now that you're looking for Bitcoin to actually drop to the downside, this is where you're breaking out of. If you don't get back into this zone very quickly, back to the upside again, and you don't go above 46,200, then you're potentially looking to actually dump all the way to the 41,000 levels. Okay, so and we do know that 41,000 is going to be a big support because previously we had this trend line going to the upside. Okay, so you potentially might be going down again to retest the trend line, bounce off the trend line, and then start to move to the upside. So we might go back to square one with SLP, make people afraid and make people think that, okay, this is the end of the game, but potentially not the end of the game. But what I'm gonna say is, actually, as a matter of fact, we still have a little bit of a trend line being respected over here. So no, we don't have any. Yeah, there's a little bit of respect of the trend line. So you have one touch here, one touch right there, and some few touches right here. But the problem is that you're losing 227, and if you took an entry at 227, 226, you might be down 3%, which is not bad. Which is not bad. Calculated risk management. If I was entering right here when I was telling you yesterday that we're gonna go down to the 227, let's say I did take an entry, so down here closing at 3% after pumping 35% when we were talking back here. Okay, so it's not a big deal. You're still in profits if you were watching these videos, of course. Now what's the next target, by the way? The next target, in my opinion, it's gonna be this line. Okay, the only target that I see is this line, potentially to the 209. Okay, so losing 209 isn't bad. What I'm gonna say, or the update that I'm gonna put in there, is you don't want to lose this trend line again. Okay, so I'm going to actually extend that trend line, and this is a trend line that has been acting as a massive level of support previously. One touch here, few touches here, few touch here, here as well, come down, hold this level of support, and then boom, you start to go to the upside once again. Otherwise, if you start to lose it, then boom, you go down. Simple. Okay, here we didn't lose it, and people were actually very fearful over here when they were saying, oh, I want to sell, and I was saying, no, it's okay. And one thing again, here it's still okay to actually bounce off this trend line. Now I'm going to tell you, lose this trend line, that I don't know, God knows where we're going to go and dump and where we're going to go and fall. Okay, so you don't really want to lose this huge massive level of support and trend line. If you start to lose that, then it might be that we had a huge bull trap with Bitcoin as well. You got to see Bitcoin, and I do have updates daily on the channel, so start watching the Bitcoin, because without Bitcoin you're not going to be able to trade SLP as well. It all comes down to Bitcoin. Okay, and that's it for today's update, guys. And yeah, one more thing, there's still a little bit of this head and shoulders support right over here that was never tested, by the way, and that is gonna be nearly 213. So even if you come down to the 213 and bounce off this line like this, that would be actually good. That would be some good nice entry level once again, unless you don't start to lose the trend line. And that's it for today's update. If you guys want to still learn trading as well, technical analysis, do check my course out. It's out there for you to know all of this stuff that I'm doing. Okay, very less risk management was taken over here, from 226 to 220. Let's say even if I close in 3% loss, I'm okay with it after taking that 30% bump to the upside. And that's it for today's update. I'm going to see you with the next one. Allah Hafiz.